Hello everybody, today we're going to unbox, take a close-up look and try on the Tudor Black Bay Harrods Special Edition. So let's go ahead and open up the box. Okay, so we do that by of course sliding the sleeve off of the box to reveal the Tudor watch box here. And I'm just going to move my hands out of the way so you have a nice clear view of the Tudor watch box. And just taking a look around the box and being careful to show you the underside as well, right there. And now we can pop the box lid off and we'll set the box lid to one side, right there. And now looking inside the box, let's flip over the protective foam layer to reveal the watch box right here. So there's boxes within boxes, and this is the actual watch box that will contain the watch. So let's remove it from its card box packaging, and just to show you what it looks like right there, and setting the box down carefully, and just to give you a thorough look at the overall packaging of the Tudor Black Bay Harrods Special Edition. So just setting that base of that box to one side, and now we have another view of the inner watch box here, and giving you an all-round look. So it feels rather solid, and keeping my fingers tightly on the box lid there, and just showing you the underside of the box. So there is some print there, and it does have a felt or suede type velvety underside or base fabric right there, and giving you a close-up look at the Tudor logo right there with the Tudor shield. Okay, nice glossy shield against the matte black finish. So nice, good look at the box right here. And then now we're gonna flip that box lid up and open right there to reveal the watch, and you can see it's kind of shifted from transportation, and of course me rotating the box in all ways, and just showing you the Tudor card there. And of course there are other bits and bobs. So there is a guarantee booklet and what appears to be a user manual or user guide for the Tudor Black Bay, and just showing you a close-up look, and of course just giving you an all-round look as well. And once again, we're going back into the close-up of the contents right there of the user manual. So being careful just to show you every single page if I can right there. So not too many pages to go through, but this gives you the full experience of what it's like to unbox and go through the contents in detail of the Tudor Black Bay Harrods Special Edition. Okay, and there we go. So that's the last page there in this user guide or instruction manual. So now I'm going to set that to one side, and moving on to the guarantee booklet right here. I'm showing you the back side as well. And I'm just going to do a quick flip through this one because this one's quite a bit thicker. So flipping and flipping, so you can see it appears to be the same details, but in various languages right there, given that this is, after all, an international watch company. Okay, so nice good look at the guarantee booklet. Okay, so we can set that down to one side as well. Okay, and now we can take a look at the warranty card or international guarantee card. And you can see it is made out of plastic, and of course you can see the model number as well. And on the reverse side, you can see the retailer, which is Harrods, London. Okay, so I'm going to set the guarantee card to one side, or warranty card, however you like to call it. And now we can take a close-up look into the watch box, along with the Black Bay Harrods Special Edition as well. And let me just tidy up that watch and kind of set it in a central position so it looks a little bit more presentable. Right there, perhaps. There we go. That's more like it. So sitting pretty in its watch box right here, you can see a nice fully stickered Harrods Special Edition of the Tudor Black Bay. So this was announced November of 2017. So that was a year ago from the time of the video today. And giving you a close-up look before I start handling the wristwatch. So this watch has a 41mm case size. And you can see that it does have a steel bracelet on it as well. Okay, so now I'm going to pop the watch out from the box. Pop that pillow or cushion and set it down to the side, and I'm going to go inside the box here, popping open this little lid here to reveal what is a fabric strap there. So I'm going to set that lid cover down and give you a quick close-up for now of the fabric strap. So these are made in France from a very, very traditional jacquard loom. Okay, and that appears to be the rest of the box. Okay, there we go. Gonna put that cover back on. Right there. And close the watch box. So nice two-tone kind of watch box with the black and red accents. Okay, and you can see the finish is quite interesting as well. There's a contrast to the wood grain right there, and the vinyl type cover on the top of the lid. So two types of finishes of the Tudor watch box there, top and bottom. Okay, now we're going to set the watch box right down somewhere, perhaps there. And now we can focus on taking a look at this watch strap first. So this is the fabric watch strap that comes with this Tudor Black Bay Harrods Special Edition. Of course, it does have a very nice, as you can see, it does have a shield top finish there. That kind of hints at the Tudor design. Initial impressions of this watch strap, it is incredibly light. Lighter than what I'm used to as a NATO strap. So if you've followed my channel for a while, you would have seen many unpacking of various NATO watch straps and a couple of Zulu straps as well. But this one, initial impressions, is that it is incredibly light. It's deceptively light, given that it does also have stainless steel fittings to it. Okay, so I think we've had enough of a good and thorough look at this fabric strap or NATO watch strap that comes with this Tudor Black Bay Harrods Special Edition. And the finish on it is quite unusual as well for a NATO watch strap. It has this very coarse weave to it, and it does have a kind of glittery finish, as you can see. Look at how the light plays against the strap. So it's not a very common pattern, or I've never seen such a woven pattern before when it comes to a NATO watch strap. So it is quite unique to Tudor. But there we have it. Okay, so we're going to set the watch strap right down and move on to the main event itself, which is the Tudor Black Bay Harrods Special Edition. So now a nice clear view right there. And giving you a close-up look as well. So I'm going to keep it on its cushion. As you can see, the bracelet is pretty big, or has plenty of length to it. And it is a riveted bracelet. So it is overall a stainless steel watch that comes with a fabric watch strap. So you can see all the factory stickers are still firmly applied on the watch. It's not been worn yet, or tried on even. So giving you a nice, clean and fresh look. And going to give you a nice close-up as well. So I'm going to make some adjustments to the time so that you have a nice clear view of the dial. So this is going to be quite a lengthy video, but this is just for thoroughness and detail for those of you who like to go into the detail that some other channels don't cover. So you can see all that detailing around the bracelet as well. And once again, these factory film, protective film or stickers. And right around back to the face of the watch right there. And side profile, you can see it is quite a thick watch, given it does have a fairly uncomplicated, or as basic as you can get when it comes to a movement, being just the hour, minutes and seconds with no date function at all. And just showing you the opposite side of the watch, the crown side. And there you can see there is the Tudor rose there. And it is filled with black enamel, I believe. And now I'm going to pop the watch off the cushion just in a sec. Actually, just going to give you one more look right there. So your last chance to enjoy the watch before my hands and fingers start fondling or harassing it. Okay, so now I'm going to just very easily slide the cushion off, or pillow, setting it down. And now you're going to have a much closer look at the watch. So it does have a green anodized aluminium bezel insert, and it does have a green tipped seconds hand as well. and also a green accent or green text for the depth rating. So I'm going to unscrew the crown right here. So it does have a wind down crown. I'm going to pop it out and just going to set or move the hands around so you have a nice clear look. To the print on the dial. So nice, good look right there. Hopefully close up enough for you guys. And you can see there's something interesting with the crown tube as well. This is black anodized, so if you're familiar with the Tudor Black Bay range, you'll know that the crown tube colors always match up to the aluminium bezel insert colors. So we have the Black Bay red, so it does have a burgundy matching crown tube with the insert, and with the blue as well, same thing, and black also has black and black. But however, this one, even with the green aluminium insert, it doesn't have a green matching crown tube, which kind of makes it slightly different, because otherwise I think it'll make the watch kind of too predictable in terms of design. So it's nice to see that they've kind of varied that design in terms of not keeping it too consistent and predictable. And also it does have feet first in the depth rating there instead of meters, which makes these little details rather interesting and sets it apart from the other Black Bays. Okay, now I'm just gonna push the crown back down and wind it a little bit. So you can hear there's no clicking whatsoever, very smooth winding of the crown. When it comes to giving the mainspring some power. And now just going to lock, actually before I do that, let's set it to the 10:09 position right there, and then locking the crown down. Okay, so you can see the text pretty clearly now, the hands as well, and the tracks on the dial right there. So hopefully giving you a nice detailed look. And of course, another feature that sets this Tudor Black Bay apart from its regular editions is that this special edition does have a limited or unique number sequence there. If I can undo the clasp. So you can see it does say special edition on the case back, along with the edition number or limited run number, and those run in sequence of course. And this one is 828 or 828. So there we go, a nice close-up look at the case back of the Tudor Black Bay Harrods special edition. And you can see the big Harrods logo there with the H in the middle of that case back. Okay, so hopefully you've got a nice clear view of what makes this Tudor Black Bay Harrods Special Edition special. And just giving you an overall look as well. Side view or side profile. And the opposite side as well. So you can see that it does have a fairly thick case, and of course it does house an in-house movement with 70 hours or approximately 70 hours of power reserve. Okay, and now I'm going to try it on. Actually, just before that, I could give you one more look this way. So nice, clear, unobstructed view up close. And that very fine detail as well. When it comes to the brushing of the bracelet with the satin finish. And on the case as well. Okay, and let's set it. Actually, before I do that, I'm just going to give you a look this way as well. And I do have a 6 3/4 inch wrist, or 17.2 centimeters, and you can see how big or how this watch sits on my wrist. So once again, 6 3/4 inch or 17.2 centimeters in circumference. And just showing you how the watch looks on my wrist. Okay, so it feels rather comfortable. Of course, the bracelet is in size to my wrist size, so at some point that needs to be done. But nonetheless, just giving you a look and some perspective and scale of what the watch looks like on my wrist. Okay, so now just gonna pop the watch off. And I think we've had a close enough look at the watch. I'm going to set it down. And of course, I'm going to put it back on the cushion or pillow, but only for the reason of showing you a quick comparison. It's easier for me to handle it this way. And a comparison or a like-for-like comparison would be with a Rolex Submariner 114060. So side by side, giving you a look. So this one has its stickers fully intact as well. And side by side, not every day you see them side by side. So this is as good a comparison in terms of like for like that you'll get, apart from this Tudor being a special edition with the green accents. A more or closer like for like would be a Black Bay Black. But nonetheless, model wise and for size, it is pretty much a like for like comparison. So the Rolex has a 300-meter depth rating, so that's 100 meters more than the Tudor Black Bay. However, the power reserve is only 48 hours, or approximately 48 hours, so the Tudor does have a much longer power reserve compared to the Rolex Submariner. And also one thing to be smart about is with this Rolex Submariner, just call it Rolex Submariner. People tend to call it Rolex Submariner no date, but even Rolex doesn't call it that. If you go to their website, it's just simply Submariner, because that's how it all started, without a date. So don't make things more complicated than they actually are. Or don't complicate things, basically. So nice, good look, like that. So the Submariner has a 40mm case, as opposed to the 41mm case size of the Tudor Black Bay. Another analogy I can tell you in regards to the calling of the Submariner no date, it's a bit silly. It's like calling a Porsche Turbo a Turbo non-S. It's just simply a turbo, and if it's an S, it's a Turbo S. So there we go, a nice good look side by side. And let me put on the Submariner. So you have some idea, and you can always move the video back to see what it's like. Once again, this bracelet isn't sized as well on my 16 or 17.2 centimeter circumference wrist, or 6 3/4 inch. But just showing you how it sits on my wrist compared with the Tudor Black Bay earlier, which I tried on earlier. So you can see it doesn't appear to sit quite as high as the Tudor Black Bay. There's a good look anyway. Excuse me, throat's starting to fog up. But there we go, a nice good look at the Tudor and the Rolex Submariner. And now let's put the Rolex Submariner back on its cushion or pillow. And there we go, a nice good look at both watches. And let me just set the time back on the Tudor Black Bay Harrods Special Edition. Just unwinding the crown, pulling out to its first position, and then moving the hands back. And then, of course, locking it back down. And then sliding the pillow or cushion back in. And there we go. So good look at both watches side by side right there. So you can see the Tudor has more of a classic design, having riveted bracelets, or a riveted bracelet, together with the aluminium bezel insert, as opposed to the ceramic or Cerachrome insert that the Rolex Submariner has. So that's the Tudor Black Bay Harrods Special Edition. Thanks for watching and happy ticking!